Well, I've been working on Usagi for, this would be my 28th year. I started Usagi in 1984, about the same time that the Ninja Turtles came about. I think we started roughly about even the same month. So at that time, there weren't many black and white comic books. So we gravitated towards each other. We sent each other fan mail, words of encouragement, and we became friends that way.
Yeah.
You know, when we first started with Usagi, there was no black and white market to speak of. There may be a half a dozen successful black and white comic books, ElfQuest, Cerebus, Grendel, Mage, but not a big share. It wasn't until the Ninja Turtles came about that the black and white explosion came about. And you know, I've been writing on that explosion for 28 years now. Suddenly it became popular. Everyone wanted Ninja Turtle things. And later on, when they received got their TV series and their merchandising, again, it was at another San Diego Comic-Con. I remember Peter and I were just sitting next to each other, and he just turned to me and said, "You want an Usagi toy?" I said, "Sure." And that's how the Usagi Ninja Turtle crossovers came about. Our collaborations were great. Peter did a story for me, and later I went to Mirage. I took Usagi to Mirage Publishing, and they published Usagi for, I think, 16 issues and a 3-issue Space Usagi miniseries. And I always had a great relationship with them. You know, I like to see other people's interpretations of my characters, and they're the same way. They like to see other artists take on the Ninja Turtles. I think my version of the Turtles tend to be friendlier or more rounded. But everyone has their own styles. When Peter or Kevin have drawn Usagi, you know, it's in their own styles, and which I really love. I like to see other people's takes on Usagi. I remember going to this animation studios and just talking to the animators who happen to be fans of Usagi, so that really helped. And one thing we were wondering about is Usagi's voice. You know, what does Usagi sound like? And for me, Usagi doesn't really talk. However, he needed to talk in the TV series, of course. And so we discussed everything from going the complete opposite route and having Usagi speak with a Brooklyn accent, or having him speak Japanese and have English subtitles at the bottom, or having him dub where his mouth would move differently. But finally we settled on a voice that was similar to Splinter's and a little softer. And I think it worked for that TV series.
He writes serious stories that happen to be about samurai rabbits and stuff. But they're not similar. I like Ninja Turtles, but they're totally different.
It's so nice to see you, John. Thank you. That was director John Landis. Animal House, American Werewolf in London, everything. Wonderful guy, great director.